left, right, and centre these days. Three-pronged attack. That's what we keep hearing, that there are three strikers is the way to do it. Go OP. But yeah, I've got everyone there. So hello. If you're TikToking, welcome in. Please drop us a follow. Give the stream a like. And come and see it full screen if you're struggling to make out what's happening over on TikTok. We obviously stream on Twitch as well. But this is Farul Constanta. This is the Romanian club owned by Gheorge Hagi. There's an echo on the audio. Right, I clocked that the other day, and I was thinking there's an issue there. What's the echo from? If I click that, does that take the echo off? Is there an echo now? Have we still got an echo? Echo, 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 echo. The echo is still there. Right, okay. Now, but it's better. Oh, right. So if I take that off there, that echo's there, but it's better. Right, okay. Welcome to everyone who's in from TikTok. Let's just double check. So the echo is still on. We can still hear it, right? There's obviously an issue with my audio settings at this point. Echo is now gone. Perfect, right. TikTok. Let me just check. TikTok. I'm going to write a message. Can you hear me? And is there echo on the mic? Right, that's the big question, okay? Loads of people rocking up now to find out what's going on. Let's see what they say, shall we? Because if I've turned off one thing, then that might be a bit of a problem, isn't it? If it's just like, yeah, there's no microphone, Tony. So TJ, no one's can't hear a thing. The mic is better. The echo is gone. Cool. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for that. Can you hear me? And is there echo on the mic? So yes, we can hear, says Simon. And no, there is no echo. Get in. I have fixed a technical problem. Honestly, I feel as though we've turned a corner at this moment in time. Thank you, Simon. Very kind indeed. Marshall's in, Keba's in, Luke's in. Loads of people just jumping in and out on TikTok. I like how you can see people like sort of popping in and popping out. It's pretty cool. Getting used to all that, but it is trying to get the balance, isn't it? Working around. George is in over on Twitch as well. Nice to see you, my friend. So for those who remember, this I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous, isn't it? I was going to call it this four-way interaction. Which is it? Is it a thing? That might be a thing. That is link up and a half, isn't it? I know it's like we've got a yellow line there, but it's mainly green if we're really being honest about it. So everyone has a lovely time in the striker positions. That's what's driven us to the title. And we are, I mean, let's face it, we are better than everyone else as well. We have a better setup than everyone else because, you know, we have the best youth recruitment in the country. What shirt am I wearing? Asks James Fawcett on Twitch. This is Odds Ball Club, James, a Norwegian club. So you might remember them from the days, it depends upon how long you've been playing Football Manager, Championship Manager. See, there was a player called Tommy Svindal Larsen way back in the day, or Espen Ruud, another cracking Norwegian player. Basically, so Odds Ball Club, they were in my stream, the general manager. Oh, hang on, while we're doing this, let's get the line of appreciation, right? Okay, this is what we're doing. That we are the champions. We deserve the walk of honor. We deserve that guard of honor. So applaud us as we walk in. That's right. We rule Romania. So yes, so this is, so as I say, sorry, James, as I say, this is the Odds Ball Club shirt. So that the general manager of the club, right? General manager of the club was in the stream. This must be, what, 4 years ago now? 3 years ago? 4 years ago, I think it was. And I was trying to find a club to support because I'd given up on a team I used to support due to a managerial appointment that I did not approve of. And he was in the stream and he was chatting away and he says, oh, have you considered Odds Ball Club in Norway? And I was like, I have not considered them, but please tell me more. And he sold me the vision of the club, basically. He sold me what they do. They do loads of great work in the community, loads of like focus on young players, local players. James, appreciate the follow, my friend. Very kind. It was 3 years ago. That probably sounds about right, actually, Rugio. Yeah, I lose track of my times, to be honest, as to where we are and when. But so he was basically telling me what they do, and I was like, right, that's mint. They have solar panels. So they try and have renewable energy. They make their own coffee. I was like, right, this is great. Where do I sign up? I went and had a look on their website, and they had loads of cool things, and they had esports on there as well. And I said, look, you've got loads of esports, but you don't have Football Manager. You've got F1, you've got FIFA. How's about I crack you a deal here? I'll become an Odds Battle Club supporter if you have an esports football management team, and I become the Football Manager. And they said yes, and I laughed it off and thought that's not really going to happen. Ended the stream, and then an hour or two later, I was in a Discord call with the operations manager of the club and the chairman and some other representatives of the club who thought that it was a really funny idea. So we thought, let's do it. And then about 2 weeks later or something, they sent me a whole load of gear, merch, like this shirt, which has got Jameson 80 on the back. I've got the home shirt, which is signed by all the players. They sent me shirts for the kids, which was amazing. Again, they're all signed. Scarves, hats. I got a really cool esports hoodie, which everyone's very, very jealous about, again, with like Jameson 80 on. And we did a fake press conference to Odds Battle Club in Norway. That's the one, casuals, yeah. So we did a fake press conference with Norwegian media. It is on YouTube, actually. Let me get the link for that, because it was pretty fun. It was pretty wild to do. Matthew Miller, appreciate the follow. Very kind, my friend. Thank you for that. Let me just see if I can get it. And then we used to get sort of like loads of things. Like, as I said, we had a save with them, and then we just sort of like had them in the chat quite a bit, and it was cool. It was really cool. And we had the link up for a little while. It died off eventually, but you know, we had it for a bit. So yeah, so we do love a bit of Scandinavian football. You were there on your Journeyman save once. Excellent. Let's see where it is. See if I can find the tactic is wild. So many roles that aren't commonly used. Radista, Enganche, Anchor. Oh, Neil, honestly, right? You sound like someone who I'm going to like. I don't like all the nonsense roles in Football Manager, okay? I don't like any of them. I think they're all stupid, and I don't think that anyone really uses them in real life. But what I did was I created a tactic that was we've given away a penalty. Yeah, we made a tactic that was working superbly when we were in Greece. I wanted to try and make a Brazilian box, because I'd never done it before, and it worked so well in Greece. And it's only because we've come to Romania that I was like, let's try it here and see if it works. This is the video, by the way, I'm putting in. Your comment was posted because of live settings, right? Okay, if you go to my YouTube channel, it's on there. That's a fantastic, compelling Football Manager story, isn't it? Just yeah. So I hate all these like nonsense Football Manager roles, because Regista, yes, is a real thing. Enganche is a real thing. Anchor is a real thing, but the Segundo Volante is an absolute nonsense role that nobody has ever played ever. Convinced about that. Yeah. I know people say there's things like halfbacks, but again, I don't really, maybe not in the modern game. But yeah, the whole point is that this one is meant to just smother the opposition. We may have taken our foot slightly off the gas, given the fact that we've won the title here. But when it works, it's blistering. But usually I prefer a 4-3-3. I prefer a flan. So as we're getting promoted, we may change the tactic going into the top division next season. We are going to have to do some recruitment, so maybe that will be a thing. Never got an Enganche to work before. No, I struggle getting them to work, but it's all about like specific players. Chapra's not really meant to be the Enganche. He's having a great time doing it today, but he's not really meant to be an Enganche. But yeah, it's a bit faffy, isn't it? We are being absolutely battered here, aren't we? Declan Rice could probably play Volante. Well, he could if it was a real role, but it's not a real role, and therefore, can he play that? Don't know. This is gonna be one of those ones in it where like sort of someone goes, "Oh, Declan Rice is the greatest player ever," and I'm gonna have to sit there and go, "No, just no, no." Oh God, I forgot we're gonna talk football again. Oh no, real life football chat. Oh dear. If you're brand new, it's quite tricky. I don't really watch a lot of real life football. It tends to upset a lot of people. Like, how can you play Football Manager and not like football? I'm like, ask a Call of Duty player, do they like war? I mean, not all Call of Duty players love war, but they still get to play the game. Evening, the United City FM. How are you, my friend? Are you well? Have I dug a big hole under the pitch yet? Massive pitch hole. That's not even words, is it? Luca Bansciano brings you back to 3-2. Welcome. The United City FM, by the way, if you're not following him, myself, and Murph FM. We play Minecraft on Mondays. It's good fun. Although I'll be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know. I think I'm learning, but at the same time, I don't. But a very happy Tuesday to you as well, the United City. You've absolutely helped me a lot. Odds Ball Club fan ? Asks Farzan on TikTok. Yes. I think I probably am an Odds Ball Club fan actually. Yeah. We've just done the story as to how we've come about with the Odds Ball Club shirts, and we had a link up with them as well a little while ago, which was great. So I do actually keep an eye out for their results as well. So up the Scandinavian football. I love Assassin's Creed. I have no desire to leap from a tower into a cart loaded with hay. It's just fake engagement, isn't it, MCG? Absolute fake. Can't believe it. It's just hollow. I remember we had that as a comment once for the off the underside of the bar. We had that as someone had left a comment on the old Football Manager Therapy podcast when myself and Matt used to host it, saying they used to enjoy it. They used to enjoy the show until they found out that neither of us really liked football, and then it just left them feeling hollow and sad. And I was like, oh, bless you. Like, as if, you know what I mean? Like, as if that's the big problem. It's not, is it, really? But yes, welcome, one and all. End of season, we're just sort of like clearly on the beach by the looks of it. That's not what we want. Not when we've got a cup final against Steaua Bucharest to play. Right, I expect better performances then in the cup final. Imagine this. Imagine if we win the cup as a second division club. I can't see us doing it, but imagine if we do. Comment sections are always an interesting place to check out. They are, aren't they, Kev? Because you learn a lot about human beings in those sections, and it's usually it's not the best of human behaviour we learn, is it? Augustus, welcome. Capra's out, injured for how long is he out for injured for? A couple of days. He's only got a couple of months left in his contract. I said loan contract. Oh yeah, we've loaned him in, haven't we? That'll be it. Yeah, sorry, we've not played this game for about 2 weeks now, so there is a little bit of me trying to remember which players are actually part of our team, which players aren't. Comments sections are equal parts captivating and horrific. Absolutely. Equal parts. Right, so we're up against Steaua Bucharest then in the final. Okay, let's have this, shall we? Historic Romanian Cup final. Here we go. Can we do it? Can we win? Have we got a poll? Can we poll it? Do we need to poll it? Do we just believe? I'm in the final. Look at me go. I know, Kev. I had to have a 2 week off because we won a league and I couldn't really cope with it. I was like, I don't think we need to stay here. To be honest, this is unnatural, you know. So I'm not. Do we hold a team meeting? No, they never work, do they? Team meetings never work on Football Manager. Okay, loads of things don't work. Team meetings especially. Right. Also, as well, how are you finding the off season between football managers at this moment in time? If you're a big FM player, what are you doing with your time? We've tried to mix things up. We've tried to play some new games. We've tried to stream some new games. I have to keep my hand in FM because I have a podcast about FM. And that makes it it makes it really difficult when you have a podcast about Football Manager and you're not really in the mood to play Football Manager. You're like, gonna just have to, aren't I? Just gonna have to do it. So you're sort of like looking at inventing ways about like, how can I crowbar a Football Manager reference into something? But I think we've managed it so far. We've got a good episode coming out tomorrow, though. Not tomorrow, Thursday, I should say, with a guy called Richard Moss. Now, Richard wrote a book all about the history of football video games. So goes like through all over the place, like not just Football Manager, not just Championship Manager, but like everything, stuff that you've forgotten, I've forgotten, like absolute bangers. And it's just like, oh yeah, forgot about those games. Really interesting discussion. Vigo Jigatsson, this is Odds Ball Club. Sure, Jigatsson, Yitagod, sorry, Yitagod, I think that's probably how to pronounce it. I'm presuming you're Norwegian also. I'm taking just a guess on that, but I think my spidey senses would suggest that's a Norwegian name. Yitagod. Got. Apologies for the pronunciation, by the way. I'm sure it's appalling. I'm correct. Yes. There you go. See? And do you know why I know that? Because I remember there was a player for Tromsø who had a name Yitagod, and that's why. That's why. Okay, let's go and have some fun, shall we? Cup final against Steaua Bucharest. Who fancies it? Who reckons we're going to win? Who reckons we're going to win? It's the family name. Yes. Come on then. Let's have it. Time for a cup final. You work in the club? There we go. Right. This is it. This is how they love it. The Norwegians love it. They're always in. Right. So we've got someone who works for Tromsø in the stream tonight. Appreciate you, Wigo. Obviously, we've got our odds connection, Tromsø connection as well. It's going to be quite cool. All the way up in the north, is that right? Tromsø, all the way up in the north, I believe. But this, so yeah, cup final with Farul. Maybe Tromsø might be the next Scandal team we manage, possibly. Right, here's Milets. Back to the goalkeeper. My chap started. Kev butchered this word counter, and I cracked them all over the place. Honestly, like, I think it was Work the Space says that he often mispronounces words, mispronounces team names and that, just so that the comment section are like firing on YouTube, going, "You've said that wrong." Guardian SG, appreciate the follow, very kind. As we've gone 1-0 down to Darius Olaru. Damn it. What do you do for the club then, Vigo? What's your role? All right, 3 minutes in. Kellick attempting a foul there. Takes the player down. But unless I'm not as clever as Matt and I can just can't say things good. Yes. Yeah. Fizz Bungle. Haven't touched FM in months. Still no news about the next game as a joke. Oh, God. Look, there is news. The news is that there is going to be another game. Yeah, they're going to have another game. Right? They're busy working on it. Yeah, it'll come out when it's ready. Much like brisket when it's being slow cooked. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't keep opening it up. Right? Don't keep opening the barbecue and the smoker and going like, oh, why is it not cooking? Like, because all that's going to do is it's going to take ages, and then you get to the end and be like, oh, it's fine now, it's a little bit cold in the middle because you kept opening the door. Right? Football Manager will come out when it's ready, and if it's fine, brilliant, and if it's not, all right, fine, not a problem. Hopefully they'll bring out a better one in the future. That's the way I look at it anyway. I might be wrong, but as I say, I tend to think Football Manager very much like brisket. You're the CCO. Hang on, the chief commercial officer. We should send you a shirt if you play as us. Northern Lights jersey. Who's ready to go off road as we all go to Scandinavia right now? Yes, please. Yes, please. Vigo, drop me a follow and then send me a message. We'll get talking on this. This could be quite good fun. More than happy to. There we go. Vigo's in on the follow. Appreciate you, my friend. Look at this. This is how you do it, innit? See if we can wangle a little move to Tromsø in this save. We'll have to load Norway up now. Neil Higgins is on the follow as well. Appreciate Neil. That started a career playing it more than ever lately. Playing with a low league database with Bootle FC. Bootle. Oof. There we go. Isn't there a target demographic? I don't have a PC. I only play Xbox. Can't just download an update. Yeah. Well, I mean, we've not really downloaded an update per se either. Really, like it doesn't update. The players update, but the actual dates don't really work. So I get that sort of avenue. Fizz Bungle, appreciate the follow as well, by the way. That's very kind. Look, I get the frustration, but you know, there'll be a new game when there's a new game. Like, I mean, what is it? GTA has just had the announcement that there's their games coming out next year. It's been 10 years since the last GTA. Do you know? And I understand there's a yearly release cycle. Yeah, I get that. But what did everyone want? Did everyone want something that wasn't going to work? I can't believe we're still, we're on now May, and it potentially should have come out in March, and it definitely should have come out in November. So we're either 2 months or 6 months still talking about, would we rather have a game that didn't work than no game? Do you know what I mean? Like, call me crazy, I would rather the game wasn't rubbish. And if the game was going to be rubbish, then I would hope that they wouldn't release it. You know? That's where I am. Lord, appreciate the follow, my friend. The raid, my friend. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Welcome. Yeah, that's my personal opinion as well. I wouldn't want the game to come out if it wasn't working. Do you know what I mean? So that's the difference. Is go so slow, low contact about the release before cancelling a week before. Oh, look, it's been and gone. It's been and gone, Fizz. Like, just let's not get sad up about it. All that's going to happen is people are going to get sad over just a video game. Like, yeah, fine, it didn't come out. The next one will come out, and if the next one's great, play that. And if the next one's not great, don't play it. It's not a problem. Yeah. Yes, the communication was crap, and they know that. Will it change in the future? Dunno. Hopefully, but have we given away a penalty? This is ridiculous. We've been absolutely hammered in this cup final. You know, not good. Maybe it's all this talk of me like thinking, you know, I'll go off to Norway. I'm reliant on this FM. It's an addiction, not a choice. You're reliant on FM. It's an addiction, not a choice. I mean, there's a lot of words going on there, Fizz. There's a lot of words. There's a lot of words, mate. You did. I wrote a stand-up show, right? I wrote a stand-up show about Football Manager ruining my life. That is a ridiculous goal to concede, by the way. That is what ruins my life right there. Stupid goals like that. Look at this. Absolute nonsense behaviour. What's the goalkeeper doing? Oh. Yeah. I wrote a stand-up show called Football Manager Ruined My Life. Yeah. At the end of the show, I realised that it's not ruining my life at all. You need to just step away sometimes and just touch some grass, get some fresh air, right? And if anything, what it's made me realise is watching all the nonsense and all the chat and the negativity, it kind of made me a little bit angry about Football Manager, if I'm honest. And it made me a little bit turned off by it. I was just like, oh, you know what? I'm just not feeling it anymore now. This is just making me sad. Like having to just see and read and hear loads of people being angry that a video game hasn't come out. I was just like, you know what? There's so many bigger problems in the world that a delay to a video game or a video game not coming out is like so way down on my list of priorities. Okay, and maybe I'm in a slightly privileged position where that is not the only thing I've got going on in my life, you know. But also, I think that, you know, a bit of context, really, a bit of perspective is needed. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've streamed this game. Look, I've played this game for 30 years. I've loved it. I've played every single version of Football Manager, from the Championship Manager days, from the Kevin Toms Football Manager days. If you watched the FM Show podcast the other week, you know, I played the very, very early versions of that as well. Like, you know, granted, not when it first came out because I was like 1, but I played those games. Football Manager has been a constant in my life, an absolute constant. However, like, not playing it for the past week or so has been great. Like, I'm struggling sometimes to get motivated to come up. I was struggling to get motivated with a save for FM25, if I'm honest, because I don't like football anymore, really. Like, that's been the issue. You know, I've fallen out of love with football, but I'm playing this game as an escapism, and all I'm getting is this sort of like vibe of like, I want my game and I want it now. And I was just like, oh, you know what? I'm not. It just made me realize that I didn't care as much as I thought I did. Like, it allowed me, it gave me perspective. It was great. It gave me perspective. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm all right now. Fine. Like, I can have it as something that's fun. And if it's not fun, then I step away from it. Because for me, this isn't my job. Like, Football Manager's not my job. Streaming's not my job. Content creation's not my job. So I've really enjoyed picking up other games and doing new things, and it's been so much fun. So much fun, you know. Loads as I've struggled as well. I've gone back to LMA Manager. Yeah, why not? Why not? You know, loads of people getting hundreds of hours of entertainment for 35 quid a year. One bad or missed year after 20 is hardly a disaster. Exactly. But people don't see it like that, do they? They see it as things that they are used to, and the normality and regulation and you know what I mean. I get some people use it as a mental health tool as well. We all do that for escapism purposes, absolutely. But again, there's got to become a point where you're like, if you're reliant on a video game, then there's got to be something else, because obviously what happens when that video game doesn't come out, you know, you can't allow yourself to be in that situation. It's not a healthy environment to be, you know. Neil says, I remember LMA Manager, the stadium creator was great. Now, see, here's the thing, right? I'm going to let you in a secret here. I would have a stadium creator on Football Manager. Like, I know it's not the manager's job. I know that. But you know what? Not a lot of transfers are the manager's job anymore now. So you might as well take that out of the game if we're going to do things like that. But yeah, I would have a stadium creator in there, because I like to see the stadium improve as I'm going through the leagues, you know. Have a bit of sort of perspective where I can see my club getting better and better and better as I'm rising, because I like to do the long saves, you know, taking the teams from the bottom to the top. So if we can see all that, then that'd be great. Like a proper visual reality. And yes, you see the stadium improve a little bit over time, but there's something quite nice about seeing a stand under development. I don't know, you know. Scotty says, I stepped away from FM24 for a couple of months, came back, updated the database, and it's like a new game again. I'm enjoying a save in Finland with an amateur team with an 18-month transfer embargo. Yes, Scotty. I'm familiar with their work. Yeah, HIFK by any chance, was it? Was it HIFK? I loved it. We 4 years we had a HIFK in this save. That was fun. That was fun. I wouldn't say that I've fallen back in love with the game, but I will say that the game is still fun. And it's all about stories at the end of the day. There's enough stories in this game to tell. Do you know what I mean? Like, the game is always going to be new. If what you do is you rely on buying the same players all the time and the same teams and the same tactics, then yes, the game's going to start to feel old. But if you're trying to do something different, then you can keep it fresh. You can absolutely keep it fresh. Yeah? Like every single... If you changed your tactic and played something you've never played before, that's keeping it fresh. Manage a team you've never played, a league you've never played, by players you've never seen before. All these things, you know, that's what keeps the game fresh. Second in the league, crying when I lose another player. Yeah, they were one of ours. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was... I liked it. But we never got paid. We never got paid in the 4 years we were there. Can't believe it. We stayed for 4 years, and eventually we moved to Romania. Advertising hoardings and stadium builder, lovely touches, the interactive screen, post-match to see all the results and tables across the world in one place was top-notch as well. I remember that. I remember that now. Yeah, Dim, welcome in. Yeah, there was quite a few. Bits and pieces like that. Tubby says, I only sign players my scouts recommend. Perfect. Great idea, Tubby. Really, really good. That is a fantastic way just to add an extra bit of realism to the game as well. Only sign players that your scouts recommend. Don't use the search filter at all. Just use what your staff are bringing to you. Brilliant. Love that idea. Like, what else could you do? Like, honestly, okay, let's think about this now. What else could you do to make the game feel fresh, to make the game feel new? If you were to try and jump in right now, game's been out for 18 months, what can you do to make this game feel a bit fresher? Other than, you know, download a new database or whatever. The Scouts thing, I love the Scouts thing. Love the Scouts thing. You'd love to do that, but don't have any Scouts. Yeah, there is that, Scotty. Then your game is it becomes a youth only challenge at that point, Scotty, doesn't it? That's what we saw was it was just a youth only, and it was like a fight for survival. We actually came second ourselves, and we missed out on the playoff. So that's the year we left, to be honest, and went, right, you know what, we can't stay. Let's let the contract expire. It's not going to get any better than that. That's as far as we've taken them, and we walked away at that point. Main save each year as the director of football. My last save, I switched to a firefighter, joined a new club mid-season, try and save them each year. Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, great idea. If you're struggling for new save ideas, I think there's loads of potential things. The list is endless. It really is endless. Like I'm in Romania here, and we've had a great time in Romania. Loved it. There is part of me is thinking that we've been too good in Romania. So do we leave Romania when we get to the top division and look for someone else? Like, because I've got the potential to do quite well here. Or do I stick with it? I don't know. Director of football games. Set the director of football to be in control of signing players. You have to make the tactic to suit your players, not your choosing. Yeah, that's a great way of doing it, Neil. I think that's a fantastic way. And again, there's no way around that either. And not just that you're not in charge of the players that come in, you're not in charge of the players that get released as well and sold. Yeah, because if they come in and they just sell your players, regardless, you've then got to work around it. That's exactly how real life football is now. It's head coach. And I'm tempted in part of this save to make it where I'm a head coach at some point. Baron says, love you playing the Brazilian box. It just came to me. We had no wide players, really, when I joined, and I was like, okay, let's see what we can do. Do we keep the box for next year? Don't know. It's a bit strong, the box. So again, I might go back to a more compact, a more traditional 4-4-2. Maybe I'll try 3 centre backs. You know, 5 at the back, possibly. We'll see. But yeah, I got a feeling that with Gheorge Hagi in the as the club owner, they're going to want quite a good style of play. You know. Yeah, welcome in all those new TikTok viewers, by the way. If you are brand new, make sure you drop that follow. Same for you at Twitch as well, by the way. If you're watching Twitch, you're not followed already, it'd be lovely to drop a follow. I really appreciate it. It helps move us up the rankings, doesn't it? Puts us in more people's periphery. And obviously, YouTube's still there as well. So welcome, YouTube. So that sounded really dismissive, doesn't it? Oh yeah, and of course, and there's YouTube as well. So yeah, no, we love YouTube. I need to make an honest decision with YouTube now, don't I? There's not going to be any Football Manager videos coming from me. Like, not videos. There might be an end of season thing, but that's as much as it's going to be. I've tried for 3 years to say I'll make Football Manager video, and it's just not been me, has it? It's just not been me. Got to be realistic. Neil, am I live on YouTube as well? I am, mate. Yeah. I'm live on YouTube, live on Twitch. So it's Tony Jameson FM on both of those things. So if you want to see the full screens, then yeah, go and head over there. But make sure you drop the follow on the TikToks, then you'll get to see the notifications as well. Yeah, evening, Angel. You're gonna go ahead there. No, that's cool. That's cool, Neil. Yeah, you get yourself over there. Yeah, get yourself there. Yeah. There you go. And then we got YouTube in as well. Let me just make a copy of that chat. Close that. Not sure why that's going to show up there, but never mind. There are reasons I go doing videos for YouTube. Yeah, I think it's the same reasons that I've got for you, Kev. Like, it's not my vibe, really. I haven't got the time. I haven't got the interest, really, and I'm not particularly good at it. Like Lujo put a video out the other day that was quite honest. I thought, refreshingly honest. I thought, saying, you know, that obviously the game's changed and like there's people who are really successful on YouTube now and they're doing different things, and you know the TikTok community are really sort of blowing up. And he was like, look, you know, they're doing stuff that I'm not, and it's the same, like absolutely the same. I'm looking at that thinking, there's stuff there that I can't do, and stuff that I also don't really want to do as well, you know. Because I'm not, like, I love watching Luke's rebuild videos, by the way. I think he's really, really good at them. But it's not for me. Like, it's not how I play the game. Like, I can't play the game that way, simulating and holidaying, and I don't have the editor, so I can't do experiments. Again, not that I would want to, because I don't really know what I'd want to do. Like, changing bits of how football works, it's not really, again, I'm like, I quite like, for someone who doesn't like football, I quite like my Football Manager saves to be realistic, if that makes sense. Like, I like things to happen in what I think is a realistic universe. The style of transfers I like to do, I like to feel would be relatively realistic. I don't go all out, do I? I don't go for things that are meta. Yeah. Like, you know, I think you've even seen me on stream before, and then had to like talk to me, go like, you do realize you can spread payments, right? Rather than just pay all up front. And I'm like, yeah, but the money's in the bank, so that's kind of how I'm going to do it. Like, even the idea of paying a transfer fee over like multiple months and years and spread payments, even that feels like a bit gamifying for me personally. I think I'm just allergic to having fun. I think that's probably the thing. I'm allergic to having fun. I like to make the game as difficult and as painful as possible. That's why we very rarely win anything. This is why I'm very happy that we won the league here. I think it's probably about the third or fourth league we've won this game cycle. You know, There's another goal gone in. Right. I think our players have gone to sleep now, to be honest. Osman, Darwin, Noel, Marco, Robert, John D, Juan, welcome. Let's keep you all here, shall we? Ed Knowles is in as well. So this is so if you're unfamiliar with how the Romanian league works, and you know, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Romanian second division and how the league works. Let me presume not many, rightly or wrongly. What happens at the end of this season is there's a sort of like it splits into a promotion group and a relegation group. Obviously, we're in the promotion group, so we only play the top few teams. And yeah, we've now got to start thinking about next year. And we don't have to play as many under 21s next year as we do this year. So that's going to be quite helpful. And I think that sort of held us back a little bit in terms of like really being able to push through, because our two midfielders were rotating these sort of 17, 18-year-olds. And there are a couple of positions which I think we do need to improve upon for next year. De Geary with a goal, that's good. That pulls us level, yes. So it's going to be interesting to see how we do next season. I don't think we're going to do too bad. If we can buy one or two decent players, then I reckon we're actually going to be in an all right spot next year in the Romanian top division. But as I say, if we start running away, and this is me getting way ahead of myself, by the way, if we start running away, then I will be a little bit concerned. Yeah, because I don't want to have to do what I'm doing now, which is essentially just spacebar manager. And that's why I think the tactics are a little bit too strong for this league. So, Gheorge makes it 2-1. There we go. MCG, I don't watch much modern football outside of my own team. This Barcelona-Inter Milan semi-final has been nothing short of sheer entertainment. Oh, mate, you know what? I've not been seeing it. Obviously, I'm here. But I have heard words that it's been quite good. Todorov is in on TikTok. Appreciate it, Todorov. Very, very kind indeed for the follow. Thank you for that. Make sure you give the stream some love. Oh, there we go. We're back up. There we go. Right, Neil is back in on the YouTube chat. So let me just close that off, restore that chat there. Are we going to stay in the same club for the next season? Maybe, Neil. Maybe. That's the plan for now. But it is a journeyman, so we might move. It depends. You know what I mean? No one really knows what's going to happen. And I think it's one of those never say never things, really, with the journeyman save. Because you could stay quite easily, and yes, you know, maybe we could do quite well. But there's also that sort of niggling thing in my head going, yeah, but we could also go somewhere else, freshen things up a little bit, make things fun. Oh, look at that. Karstoshia taps in. It's offside, sadly. That was going to be the next question. It was love a journeyman save. Yeah, I'm a big journeyman fan. Like, I do like the fact that I can go with no plan. Those people who've known me for a while know I'm not one for plans. But yeah, I like going all over the place, just seeing what happens and just going with the flow a little bit. You know, I'm not one for being tied down. Asked Mrs. J about that. Took her long enough, didn't it? But Stoya might come calling. They might do. Or maybe a job in Croatia or Poland or Austria. Maybe, as we've already spoken about this morning, earlier this evening, possibly a job in Scandinavia might come. You know, job in Norway, job in Sweden, maybe. Might be an interesting job in the United States of America. Probably a bit too early on in my career at this point. Maybe Canada. Australia. All I'm doing now is just naming other nations I've heard of. Oh, unlucky. Maybe the second division of Scotland might be interested. Be like, oh, here we go. Macclesfield Town could be. It could literally be Macclesfield Town, Riggio. What a step up that would be, though, wouldn't it? Be like, right, we've got the lad from Romania. What? Also, as well, I should say, we've not got loads of nations loaded in, so we're at a point now where we can add those nations in to start generating results in the background and then start to make our options going forward that little bit more interesting as well. We've got Indonesia in the background, so we are fans of that league. But again, with that sense of realism, I did feel like the move from HIFK to Farul was too big a jump. I do feel like I've leaped a lot, you know. Because HIFK, like amateur club, we didn't get paid for 4 years, and then we moved to a team that was expected to win the league. We did win the league. Owned by Gheorge Hagi. Rivaldo is one of the directors. Jica Popescu is one of the directors. They've got, as you can see, a 5-star youth recruitment, a 4-star youth facilities, 4-star training. I mean, yeah, I jumped to decent. I mean, look at all this green results here as well. We flew at the start of the season. So it's only towards the back end of the season where we started to take our foot off the gas a little bit. So if we were to sort of have a look at job security now in the job centre, at this moment in time, Lokomotiv Plovdiv in what's that, Bulgaria? It's possible. They're in the relegation stage. And they have got woeful form. That's a TJ club right there, isn't it? Lokomotiv Plovdiv, here we come. Also as well, what we do is, which is quite annoying for some people, is when we do have a look at other clubs to manage, I've got to pull them up and I've got to have a little look at their backgrounds and their history, because I mean, I don't want to go and manage a bunch of rotters, you know. I'm not going to Saudi Arabia, just before anybody even thinks about that. That's not a thing that's happening. You know, in fact, I can show you what leagues we've got loaded on. We've got Australia, Bulgaria, Canada, Croatia, Czech, Egypt, Finland. Probably take Finland off now, maybe. Iceland, Indonesia, Japan, Poland, Romania, Serbia, South Korea, Turkey. I'm not sure that we're going to go to Japan just yet, so we could potentially take. I don't know. Don't want to add a new manager. It's add leagues possibly. Where do we think we might want to add? Anything that's jumping out from anybody? Anything that's maybe you think, oh, that could be quite good fun, going and managing in there. Where would the next logical step be, do we think? I mean, we haven't got Sweden and Norway in there. They are leagues that would make sense. And Belarus, I mean, for war reasons, probably not. Although I did have fun in a Belarus save pre-war, when I was at Arsenal Zhezhinsk. That was very good. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot, actually. But yeah, that was back in the day. Could put Africa in there. We're not putting Saudi in. We're not putting Qatar in. And I really can't do South America. Oh dear. I had my best saves there. I went home. I went to Gommel. Oh, Gommel. Oh, nice. Good fun. Like, honestly, I enjoyed it. And yes, of course, you know, the situation in real life is awful. Like, and that really did sour my relationship with those saves a little bit. I mean, there's not, yeah, it's yeah, you can't then sort of like consider going back there at any point, because the save was good, but it's just like, yeah, it's not for me anymore now. So, right, we've done a clean sweep. We've won the best player. That's the big egg. Karastoshia won the young player. I've won the manager of the year. Kelish has won the most assists award. Andrea Matai, the lad we tried to sign, Try to sign him at one point. He was having none of it. Top goal scorer. Maybe we sign him for next year. Maybe we do. We'll see, shall we? So, okay, this is the stats at the end of the season. Top on the XG. Top on goals per game. 2.68 goals per game. That's decent. I'm no statistician, but I think that's decent. Twitch viewers, you can't see any of this, by the way, because of the way the camera's cropped. But expected goals, 2.18, which is first in the league. Goals per game, 2.68, which is first in the league. Fouls against, 11.06, first in the league. Shots on target, 6.34, which is first in the league. Opposition passes per defensive action, 4.07, first in the league. Don't know what that means. Set piece goals scored, 20, top of the league, of course, in that as well. Fouls made per game, 13.03, second in the league, and dribbles per game, 13.44, second in the league. So, overall, I would say a successful season. A successful season. Yeah? There we go. Right. Let's see what's going down, shall we? End of season review. There we go. Keffel, excellent, A+. Kellick, B. Kremenliev, A+. The top player, clearly. Kappa, A+. Degiri, A. Ignant, B+. Kabongo, A+. There you go. See, we stormed it. Absolutely stormed it. Beautiful. Finished the league on 48 points in the first stage, but then of course went on and got 71 overall. So, pretty decent result at the end. Relegated were Corvinal Hunidorora. I've said that wrong, I know that. Biggest win, 6-1. Match to remember, 3-1. Shirts are getting sold. Karstoshia shirt flying out the shelves, obviously. Down in the stands, I got 5 players injured the game before my crucial Champions League qualifier. I could cry. Oh, mate. That sounds horrendous. Lucas, what league format is that? Yeah, so the league splits. The top 6 go into the playoffs. The bottom half of the table go into a relegation playoff. We've won the title. The second place team goes into a playoff against the team who are third bottom or something in the Romanian top division. And then everyone else plays off to be potentially relegated. It's madness. It's madness. So you don't have to finish in the bottom to be relegated. Which again seems unfair. But thankfully we won the league, so we're out of that. We don't have to worry about that sort of thing. So everything seems to be good. We've had a nice time. There you go. First league win of the save. This is the Romanian second division, Lucas. We're about to move into the top division right now. So we finished with 71 points. So we were, what's that? 14 points clear. So less than Liverpool were over Arsenal, and some people would say that the Romanian second division is not a farmers league. So there you go. Up there with the Premier League, apparently, in terms of competitiveness. So devastated that the club have not managed to grow the club's reputation. We won the league and we got to a cup final. What further reputation do you want us to improve upon? I mean, madness, absolute madness, isn't it? Might have to do a save on this. It looks good, doesn't it, Lucas? It does look good, doesn't it? It really does. Appreciate you being here. Hope you've dropped a follow. You have dropped a follow. Thank you for that, Lucas. Very kind indeed. So what we've got to do then, basically at the club here, play possession football, play attacking football. Do not sign players over the age of 30. Make the most of set pieces. Play high tempo pressing football, which I guess we kind of do, I suppose, really. Work within the wage budget, grow the club's reputation. Yeah. Avoid relegation from League One is the expectation for next year. Just don't get relegated. So as long as we do that, we've done well. Okay? Anything above that, fantastic. Is this the new Memoriopolis skin? Oh, Dan, I loved Memoriopolis. I really did. We have to play more of that. We have to. I was going to play it again tonight, you know, and be like, right, you know what? That's what I'll do. But I just thought, we haven't played FM for a while, and I probably should jump on and play some of it. So this is why we're here. But Memoropolis is great. Aaron Clark, appreciate you on TikTok as well, dropping that follow. Very kind. Thank you for that. Remember as well, by the way, folks, if you do drop a follow, that'd be much appreciated. You can do clips as well, by the way. Anyone can do clips, particularly on Twitch. I believe you can do Twitch. If you just /clip, I think. For if there's anything that you see that goes, oh, that's an interesting moment, then obviously feel free to pop it on. Because I don't know what's good and what's not, you see. Whereas if you guys have chosen it, or you lot have chosen it, then it's down to you. I can't tell you what's funny and what's not. Okay, just having a quick little look at the squad depth for next year. Left back and right back seem to be areas of concern. Need to scratch that FM itch. Well, sort of. We were mentioning that before, Dan. Like, yes and no. I've not missed FM. I've not missed it, I must admit. But it's one of those things where having a Football Manager podcast, kind of need to play it every now and again, don't you? NKBTTV, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Thank you for that. Pleasure having you in. To the squad. Should say as well, we don't just play Football Manager anymore now. We started to mix things up. We play what do we play? We've played Minecraft on Mondays, which has been going quite nicely. So if you're interested in seeing me play Minecraft, we've got that. We've also got Memorypolis, which is great. It's like City Skylines meets Civilization. So that was cool. We've also got Pro Wrestling Simulator, which is Football Manager meets wrestling, and that's where it's like a community save. So it's like we play with viewers. So if you are a subscriber to the channel, whether that's a subscriber on Twitch or you are a subscriber now, I believe you can do that on TikTok. I believe I've set that up now. Then you can get yourself into the roster. So actually, you'll notice people in the chat then being part of the roster. So that's how you do that. That's really, really good fun. We do that. Yeah, we're trying to mess about and do some different stuff. The shirt is lovely, isn't it, Casuals? You're right. It's Hummel. Like, do you know what I mean? Like everything's great with Hummel. We have got plans to install undersoil heating. Excellent. It's about time. And because we're installing underground heating, our technology is now reduced. That makes sense. The facilities are now not as good. So that's fair. That's fair. I tell you what I will do. Let me show you one thing very quickly. Right, I did a buy. Could you change the channel to Tony Jameson Gaming? What, this one? Possibly, actually. Maybe I could. Maybe we could change it to TJ Gaming. That might work, rather than TJFM. Might do that. That's an option, possibly. Have a quick little look on this though, right? Because I did a buy. Ooh, yeah. Not a bad shout. However, what I noticed is Sports Direct. It's not the authentic shirt. That's the problem. This is the fans version. So the authentic shirt has got like cuffs of that material on here, and it's a different material on the shirt. So look, it's good, it's nice, but I think I'm gonna have to send it back. It's a stunner. It's an absolute stunner. But what it's meant to look like is it's meant to look like this. Right. It's meant to look like this, right? So as you can see here, like if you zoom in, that's a different material, isn't it? Like there's the cuffs on the sleeves, right? So it's gonna have that there. Can I zoom in? Don't know if I can. Yeah. See, and there's like a waffle material as well, rather than like a clean finish. So yeah, I think I'm gonna send it back, and I'm gonna get that one instead. Yeah. I think that feels right, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? That definitely feels right. The shirt is lovely. And you know what I mean? It's like that thing that's like, like, is it going to annoy me? That's the thing. Is it going to annoy me? And Mrs. J knows what I'm like. She'll know that if there's like one thing I'm unsure about or something, I'll send it back. So yeah. I've waited for it coming up, and I've been like, oh, I'm going to get it. And then eventually I was like, right, I'll pull the trigger, buy it. Because I thought that, you know what, this is the thing. I'm sending it back. I think I'm going to have to, Mrs. J. Like, because the problem is, like, you know me better than anybody, right? You know that I'll be sitting there going, but it's not the proper one. Like, you know, and all that'll happen is I'll wear it a couple of times, and then I'll buy the proper one as well. So I'll have ended up spending more money on two shirts rather than just a lot of money on one shirt. So that's what I think makes sense. I don't know if it does make sense or not, but that's what I think makes sense. I'm very happy to have a conversation with someone who can tell me what the right thing to do is. Because I don't know. I feel as though that's probably the best way to do it, is send it back. Lucas Berger, Val Lover, is in on the follow. Appreciate that. Very kind. Of course, they've been over on Twitch. TikTok, sorry. They're back over. They're here now on Twitch. I'm getting myself confused here. Look, it's a lovely shirt, Mrs. J. Don't worry, it's a lovely shirt. But there's that thing of going, there's lovely, and then there's beautiful. And you know yourself, love. Like, there's lots of lovely people, but you're beautiful, right? So that's what we went with there. Yes, I figured it was yourself, Lucas, there from TikTok. I thought so. Pleasure to have you here as well. I try and do something smooth there, and that gets me out the doghouse later for when I go and buy more football shirts. You've bought more, you bloody idiot. Yeah, and I will do as well. I know what I'm like. Yeah. Right, so we need to start getting our plans then for recruitment drive, don't we? What are we going to do? What are we going to do with our team, everybody? We normally go pens and paper at this point, but I figure because we're in Romania and we're going into a division now that we don't know a lot about, look at all these jobs. Is Miliala electricity in the Egyptian second division? Ooh, it's tempting. Ceramachia Cleopatra. Again, cracking job. The Lokomotiv Plovdiv one is quite interesting. I quite like the idea of that. We do have a contract over for the next year, so we're in no rush to move. How is Eldest Jameson doing? Now there is a question, Dan. There is a question. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's on the mend. Thankfully. A lot of you won't know if you're brand new. You won't know, but Eldest Jameson, unfortunately, broke his collarbone last week. Eldest Jameson is 6, by the way. He broke his collarbone on Friday. I believe in Joe Hendry. Welcome in over on TikTok. Nice to see you. You need to be around for the pro wrestling streams, definitely. Gary Miller, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. What is a Journeyman challenge? Journeyman challenge, basically, Lucas, it's like a club hopper, really. You keep moving around different places, different teams. No real plan. That's how I do it anyway. Some people like to have it as a you move every 2 years, and I just think that's a little bit too. I just think that's a little bit too much. You know, so yeah, I think that's a bit too much. Like, because sometimes I get attached to clubs. You see, that's the problem. I get attached. Cowshagger's in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What a Champions League match. Wouldn't know. Wouldn't have been sat here. What happened? We need a goalkeeper. Goalkeeper priority, I think. We've got an excellent young goalkeeper here, though, in Raul Capatina. But is he ready for the step up? I don't know. Have I tried the Pentagon Challenge before? Yeah. Yes, in a way. In a way I have, Lucas. What I did was I had an ill-fated Pentagon Challenge in the gap between FM25 being delayed to FM25 then not coming out. And the reason it was ill-fated was because I knew that I didn't have enough time to do a Pentagon. I knew that I was doing a save with Newport when Steve Sidwell and Jameson's at the time. So I had to pretend that I was going to do something. So I said I'll do a Pentagon Challenge. I didn't get the Pentagon Challenge finished. I would be fine attempting a Pentagon Challenge again at some point. Whether this becomes a Pentagon Challenge, I don't know. I don't like to put labels on things. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. What I don't like doing is I don't like just managing the same teams. I don't like, the Premier League in real life. I don't buy the big players. I don't buy the wonder kids, all that sort of stuff. So, so for me, it gets tricky getting to the bit where I feel like I have to move. Again, that's the thing. It's like I don't mind the time. Time is fine. Long saves, perfectly fine by me. But yeah, it's that thing in it of like we move just for content. Again, it's difficult when you're doing it for content because you kind of want to keep the save moving on at a pace. But you're conscious that you have to try and keep like some sensible decisions, but then there's also like an element of some of it has to be done for content. So it's like, yeah, you maybe make some decisions that you wouldn't normally make. But again, I'm fine with a long save. I like a long save, but yeah, I don't think I gave it the respect it deserves. Plus, then again, you've also got to go to South America, which I hate managing in South America. Best Legia and Magic George in midfield. I think it's going to be the front. We're going to have to change the front a lot because we've got loanees in. I was in 6 or 7 seasons, just won the African one. That's a good going though. Like we were probably getting to about that as well, to be honest. We were probably getting to about that. I'm going out. I'm changing formations for next year. We're not going into the box, I don't think. Hang on, we've got a Champions playoff in 23 days. Have we not already? Oh, no, that's our league. I was going to say, sorry, I confused myself for a second there. I was like, do we have to have a playoff and we're all the other champions? That would be really unfair. That would be unfair, but no, it's not. Do we keep the box? I don't know. I have a feeling that we maybe release a few players, sell a few players, cash in, because that would probably happen. So I don't know how much to focus on what I'm planning and waiting on seeing what I've got left. Does that make sense? Because I feel as though it would be a reactive transfer window. Obviously, we're going to lose our loanee players, which is understandable. Would Keffel stay again for another season? Let's see if they'll do it, because we've got a link at Wolfsburg, you see, so it might be worth asking if we can stay. Clues over on YouTube. Hello, mate. Welcome. It's good to see you there. I know you're normally a Twitcher, but it's nice to see you on YouTube. So Hope you're well. It's a pleasure to have you. And this is what I like, innit? You know, I've now got, you know, various avenues for you to consume the content now, so we don't just have to limit ourselves to one place. How have you not gained reputation from going up? I don't understand, Lucas. I don't understand. I've got no idea. Like, we won the league, which is great, and we got to the cup final. But yet, you're right, our reputation hasn't improved apparently. But it must have, surely. Surely it must have. Ooh, look at this keeper. Is a perfectionist who strives for improvement. Excellent. 300 grand. Have we got... What's our finances looking like? 2.8 million quid? Oh, right. In that case... Where's that 300 grand? Is that what it is? Oh, it's a domestic fee. Well, let's see what we can come up with, shall we? Let's go for 275 first of all. See if they'll go with that. We'll give them a little bit more money, right? Joel Balderson. Tyson, Darren Tosic, free transfer shadow striker. How's the save going? Saves, you know what? Saves going right, Gary. Thank you. It's not something I've played a lot recently, so I can't give you a full debrief. But from when we were playing it, I remember it being quite good. I enjoyed the HIF gears, and again, it's one of those ones where I got a little bit attached to the club. So, probably felt bad leaving. But Farrell looks like a good setup. Maybe a little bit too good. So, I'm a bit concerned that I might be like, oh, I don't know what I want to do here. But we'll see. Romanian goalkeeper here, wanted by Man United, Inter, Porto. Currently, I mean, maybe we go for that. Do we try and buy the big goalkeeper? 775 grand. Let's go for that. Why not? Why not? What clubs have we been before? So we've only been at HIFK, which was the amateur club in Finland, who basically in real life have been declared bankrupt and are now like in the 5th tier of Finnish football or something, but they're fan owned. So I was like, well, that's pretty good. So we took them on and didn't realise that they're bankrupt in the game. So they're amateur at the start. We finished the first season. We joined halfway through the season because we started the Save Unemployed. We took them on, got to the end of the season, and everyone's like, well done, you've done a great job there. By the way, the club's going to turn professional. I was like, excellent. And they went, by the way, we are bankrupt. You can't actually buy any players for 18 months. There's an 18-month transfer ban. And I was like, what now? And they went, yeah, bye. So that was it. So we basically couldn't sign any players for 18 months, and we finished 3rd somehow. Then we finished 6th or 7th maybe, and then 2nd. And when we got to 2nd, we got to the promotion playoff, and unfortunately got absolutely battered in the playoffs. So didn't get promoted, and I was like, you know what, our contract's up. That feels like a good time to step away, really. So we did. So we walked away, left our heads held high, and then Farrell came in, and we were like, yeah, let's go here. Let's see if okay, so I mean, the thing is, there's two goalkeepers here now, Pavle Petrovic and Tibor Sus. Petrovic better at shot stopping, distribution, more physical, but Sus is better in the air, better commanding of his area, quicker. Let's see what they think, shall we? Petrovic better on one-on-ones, better at passing, better kicking, but I was just saying there, better communication, better aerial reach, better commanding of his area. Rushes out a bit more. If we're playing a high line, that's going to help, but are we going to play a high line? We're probably going to play more low block, I reckon. Bit more of a leader, bit more determined. Kind of much of a muchness, really, aren't they? How long do we think we'll stay here for? I think it's going to be possibly a year. I guess we'll see. Like, I'm not adverse to staying. If it's going well, and if I'm having fun and enjoying it, then yes, we'll stay for longer. But I have ADHD, so I will always be looking out for, right, what else is happening? You know, what options are there? A lot of our players will probably walk out the door, and I'll be like, oh god, yeah, I forgot about that. So we'll have a little look at these contract situations now. I'll quickly nosy about on the jobs front as well. Not that I'm in the market for moving, but it's always interesting to find out, isn't it? Yeah, like League 2 Indonesia, J3, we're not going there. Slaven Belupo. Did they get relegated? Plovdiv did get relegated. Ooh, so what's that, into the Bulgarian second division? That feels interesting. I know I shouldn't. I know I'm sitting there going, we've done a great job, right? We've got 3 million quid to spend. It would be stupid to walk away from this club. It would be absolutely stupid to walk away from this club. I think the only moment we leave is when we're fired. KMS Flooring, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Over on TikTok, if you need flooring, and this is not a paid advert, then I'm going to recommend KMS. Yeah. God, I presume they're good, right? Evening, Iceman. How are we? Good to see you. That's very appreciated. Yeah, don't worry. I don't know where you're based, KMS. I don't know whether you are any good or not. I presume you are. But figured why not? You've got yourself a business account there. Let's prop out the flooring people. Yeah. Is this a Journeyman save? It is. It absolutely is. Yeah. Yeah. We started unemployed first of all. No badges, no experience, and we went to HIFK in Finland, which we're an amateur club. We had a lovely time there, frustrating time, but a lovely time. And yeah, we just missed out on the playoffs, on the promotion. It's like, right, we can't go through this again. There's a little bit of like content thinking around it, and we're like, right, we've got to move. So Yeah, so we moved to Romania. We've just won the league, so that's helpful. So now we're thinking, right, do we, what sort of recruitment do we do this summer? I mean, look at this. This Rivaldo pleased as Jameson wins Manager of the Month. That is a sentence. Yeah. You're 1860 Munich at the minute. Nice. That's a good save. That's a good save, isn't it? Ignited and happy at what? We haven't even secured a loan move for him. I mean, look, stop being a fanny, right? Okay. How you go then? If you're gonna leave. Right, yeah. I was gonna say if you are doing your saves as well, let us know who you're managing in your saves, because that could be interesting to discuss. And then if you're not followed the FM Show podcast as well, get yourself on board with that as well. Myself, RDF Tactics, Aaron Falloon, Si Maggio, every single Thursday, wherever you get your podcasts, including YouTube. And if you're not following Y Callum, by the way, the most famous man in Slough, Y Callum, in with the raid over on Twitch. Thank you very much, my friend. How are we, Callum? Hope you're well. What's been happening? What's the situation? Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Let me quickly refresh as to who the main man is. I've got him in my head. I know his name. I've got to check it. I'm going back to check Twitter. Kezzy Denton. What happened with Kezzy Denton? He sounds like a character in what's it called? Line of Duty. So what happened? Has he got one over you? Has he got more titles than you've got? Honestly, he's Callum's Slough save has been one of my favourite YouTube series for like a long time. 4 games to go, top of the league. Brighton have dropped off after we beat them 2-1. In your face, Kezzy Denton. Archie in with a follow. Appreciate that, my friend. Very kind. Thank you. North Bank Matt enjoyed the network save episode this weekend. Thank you very much, Matt, and appreciate the support as a Patreon then, my friend. Very kind. Thank you. There you go. Yeah, if you're a Patreon member on the podcast, you get to watch me, Aaron, and Si do a network save. And if that doesn't tempt you to part with £3, nothing will. KMS did 2 straight promotions. Season 3 just about to start. Good work. Well, we're doing a Journeyman over here, by the way, if everyone is brand new. And I keep backing and forth. I've got multi-streaming going on. I've got Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. I'm like a modern content machine. So this is a Journeyman save where we're in we're in the second division of Romania. We won the second division of Romania, and we're about to embark on a trip to the top division of Romania. This is Farul Constanta, owned by none other than Romanian legend Gheorge Hagi in real life, and of course in game still as well. They're not bad as a setup. 5-star youth recruitment, 4-star youth facilities, 3.5-star training. I feel as though we're cheating almost. But where's our staff overall? There's our owner, Gheorge Hagi. Cyprian Marica is the owner as well, along with Gica Popescu, who's the chairman. Rivaldo, Brazilian legend Rivaldo, is one of the club's directors. This is all in real life as well. And yeah, they approached me of all people. They said, that's the guy who does the comedy show, the guy who doesn't win anything, get him involved. That's what they said. You saw Hagi at St James in Euro 96. Oh my word, that takes me back. What a tournament Euro 96 was. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one of those ones who harks back for the 90s. I absolutely am. But what a tournament. Let me just fully sellotape my rose tinted glasses to my head. They're never coming off. Yeah. Can't think of a better tournament. 16 days until pre-season starts. Let's get the attendees for the training camp. George Magic wasn't there. Why wasn't George Magic put in? Right, I left that to somebody else to sort out, and then they've fucked it up. And I guess you could argue that it should be me sorting it, but I'm not taking all the blame. Have I tried a Super League save? Thought it'd be interesting. I haven't seen many people do it. What's a Super League save, Lucas? A Bulgarian side that had a Ballon d'Or winner, unreal times. Honestly, there was some football player in the 90s, wasn't it? Istro Stoichkov. Woof. Incredible player. There's a database and it's like the Super League with 7 tiers. Oh god, no, that sounds horrible. No, that sounds horrible. Right, I've got a question then, chat. Okay, chat on all platforms. Mods, if you could be fingers at the ready, please. I'm going to get you involved. Who do we sign out of these two goalkeepers? Do we sign Pavle Petrovic? Okay, who has been he was a 20-year-old Serbian goalkeeper, perfectionist, determination of 17, decisions of 14, good at one-on-ones, good handling, good reflexes, or should say he's also he was wanted. No, he was wanted by top clubs, right? Or do we sign Tibor Seuss? Sorry, Tibor Seuss is the one who was wanted by the top clubs. Inter Milan still sniffing around him, but we've locked him in, right? Okay. So, who do we sign out of these two? They did have Jordan Lechkov as well. KMS, you're right. Absolutely. Lulu Booster in on the prime. Thank you, Lulu Booster. That keeps you fully locked in the TJ Wrestling promotion as well. So you've made your debut over the last couple of weeks. So right, who are we going for then? Can we have a quick poll up there then as to which of these goalkeepers we should be buying? KMS has already gone for Seuss. Should we poll it? Let's get the polls on. So click multiple screens now. Manage poll. Right. Oh, poll's already on there. Perfect. Thank you, mods. You wonderful people. Petrovic has got 3. Seuss has got 1 so far. Can we see the first guy again? Yes, we can. Absolutely can. So that's Petrovic. That's Petrovic. Okay. Who does look pretty good, to be honest. 20 years old. I like the fact he's a perfectionist. That is a good thing for me. Yeah, but then comparing him with Seuss. Oops, sorry. On the face of it, Seuss doesn't look much better, but he is Romanian as well. That's another thing, isn't it? I think Seuss is going to cost more money as well. Yeah, $750,000. Inter are apparently clean. Inter are clean. They're also keen. Petrovic is running away at this moment in time. KMS, you're gonna need to round up some extra votes here. Petrovic, the scouts say Petrovic is the priority out of these two. There's not a lot in it, though. Yeah, you've got better shot stopping, which I guess is going to become really, really helpful for us as we get promoted. Better distribution. Again, if we're going to be playing counter-attack, that might help. But Seuss is better in the air and better communication. It feels like between them, they're the perfect goalkeeper, you know? I think those one-on-ones slightly nudge it for me. And the passing as well. So if we are counter-attacking, we want to get the ball. Petrovic has got to get the ball out to the right people. Again, there's literally nothing between them. He's cheaper. I'll give him that. He's cheaper. Says Seuss is unavailable to play. Yeah, it's only just for... This is the end of the season, I think, isn't it? It's not possible to purchase this player at the moment, but we've already got him as a... Well, we've got the deal done. We've just delayed it for a week while we make our decision as to which one we go for. Leading League One goalkeeper. And Petrovic again leading League One. They're both 4 stars. Looks like it's me against the rest of the chat. Don't worry, Veggie. There was also KMS on TikTok as well. So, right. It turns out that Pavel Petrovic is our new goalkeeper. So welcome, Pavel. Yeah, 275 grand. That's not very much. Pavel is injury prone. He is Lulu Booster. He is, and I'm likely to I'm inclined to dabble with this one then. How many injuries has he had? It's going to be like 40, isn't it? Concussion. Excellent. A major ankle injury. That was like a year ago, though. So the concussion's going to be fine. And the ankle will probably be okay as well. Tibor Petrovic. Yeah, get them both. Get them both, KMS. Exactly. You know, we've got that much money. We might as well buy both. That is the thought that's entered my head. Morris Abraham. Tanzanian. No recurring injuries. He's probably fine. Concussion. So concussion will be fine. He's probably mad as it is. Oh, 100%. If you're a goalkeeper, there's something wrong with you, isn't there? Let's be honest. Cosmin Stander. Yeah, you look all right. I think you're probably going to be a bit too expensive, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Scouts couldn't find goalkeepers like that. Well, we've already got a goalkeeper who's very, very good at the club anyway. He's like 15, isn't he? 16. So it just means we can let the older goalkeeper go now. And not have to worry about what happens next. Evening Thunder, how are you? Welcome back. Good to see you. Hope life's treating you well. There's a Brazilian player called Enk. I mean, we haven't got any Brazilian defenders. That is a good point. Antonio Crasian. Fired up FM last night as well. Felt good. There you go. See, there must be something in the water. I was like, right, you know what? Maybe we need to do something. Maybe we need something. I realised I hadn't played it for a while. Now Diallo, a generation foot signing always goes down well, doesn't it? I've never seen a bad generation foot player. So that could be an option, maybe. Question then might be how many foreigners can we play in the top division? Saw the training news. That was like, yeah, don't know, so broken. What were we on about? the trainer doesn't work. Yeah, none of it works really when you think about it. It depends upon what you actually want it to be as well, innit, you know. So I didn't know what. What do I not know? Nobody in chat's told me. Oh dear. What news? What's happened? What's happened? Chinese guy did a massive training experiment with FM. Oh, that was a while ago, wasn't it? And it doesn't make any difference. Yeah, like, I think Zealand did a video on it a while ago. Do you know what? Right, this is probably going to make me sound. It's probably going to anger a lot of people. It's probably going to make me not particularly popular, but some people have got too much time in their hands, haven't they? Like, to sit and just twat about and try and break a video game. Like, why would you do that? Why do you not want to enjoy anything? Do you know what I mean? Like, just go outside. Go outside. You know, speak to a human. That's what they need to do at that point. No, you're not impressing anybody. Just stop being a fanny. Like these ones that, like, oh, we've made a new match engine mod. Like, why? Why? What's the point? Idiots. You know, I'm sure they're all lovely, but they just need touch grass, touch something, touch one, touch anybody. I don't know. Zeep, fun, I suppose. Nerds. Yeah, I don't know, Zeep. I'm in one of those moods, mate. I'm just like, I just don't know. I don't know what they're getting. You know what I mean? Maybe he wanted to deep analyze and experiment everything. Well, okay, so I understand that in a sense, right? Dadson needs justice. Welcome, Dadson. Nice to see you, buddy. Appreciate the follow. I can understand that, right? I can understand that if the game wasn't, being ripped up and rebuilt right as we're talking, because that to me now just sounds like the most pointless thing to do. To go like, oh, just so you know, trainer doesn't work. Okay, cool. There's a new game coming out, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, but I did all this work though to prove it doesn't work on the game that no one's going to play shortly. Good, well done. When's FM25 coming? It's not. It genuinely isn't. Dadson, how are you, buddy? Life's all right, mate. A bit busy. You know, we've obviously had issues, but we're getting there. Yeah, no, yeah. FM25 ain't coming. FM26 might. As and when, who knows? So, but again, people got angry about that. Really angry about it. And again, I was like, look, just go outside. It's fine. Be okay. But again, not the answer that people wanted at the time. People wanted to be angry. You know. Teo Sal, you're killing me. Still in the second division. What do you mean still in the second division? I've won the league. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand the problem here. There was a lot of anger. There was anger. Dad in the stands, pop back into South, somehow beat Olympiacos despite the injuries. My lucky charms this stream. There we go. See? Lucky charm. Yeah. I thought better of the FM customer base, but here we are. Oh, casuals. You can't think better of people, surely. Down in the stands, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Worth a follow. 100%, mate. 100%. If I'm like a lucky rabbit's foot, then absolutely. Oh, Dadson, what's happened? Have you presumably you've got a new name? So does that mean something bad's happened? It's a new account for good, it seems. Oh dear. Oh dear. Did you lock yourself out? Did you say some bad things? Twitch banned his main account. What happened? I mean, that now makes sense as to why you're saying you need justice, but what happened? Did you do too many swears? Did you do a hot tub stream? Because, like, you know, I'll be honest, I've been thinking about it. Right? But I'll do a cold plunge stream instead. Twitch don't like alternate accounts with certain words in them, despite them being able to be in the username. I got my account and they all got banned at the same time. Oh, okay. Well, I can't pretend to understand that. Ticker had no issues with it, but Twitch did apparently. It was a memeing Ticker account. Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, all right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I take it. Have they taken it as like hate speech or something, or bullying, cyberbullying? I don't know. That feels unfortunate, doesn't it? You know, the fact you got banned before Tony says something. Twitch must not be looking at me. I'm hiding in the long grass. Yeah. The thing is, it's like it's one of those ones where, like, obviously Dadson's been done, and then all of his will be like, "Why aren't the police out catching real criminals?" Somehow it wasn't by prolific use of the dredges of the English language. Well, there you go. I often wonder what it'll take for me to get banned, and I imagine I've probably already said it. Whatever's going to get me banned has probably already been said. Obviously, I'm not hoping to get banned. No, I would like to not do it, but there's just a. The fact, is there a glaring inevitability about it? No, there's not. No, there's not, because I'm better than that. Yeah. I wasn't hoping I was fuming for the entirety of Friday. Yeah, that is true, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really in the market for that, to be honest. Well, we should probably shout you out then, Dadson, if you're struggling to get your account back. So there you go. Right. Worst part is I lost a whole season of 2008 PS2 darts. There, see, this is the thing. People don't realise the loss. You know. There's real people at stake here. You know. There we go. Shout out for Dadson. Make sure you drop your followers all over the place as well, everyone. Friendly time. Okay. Now, we haven't made any alterations in terms of the playing staff, bar the goalkeeper. Raul Stancescu. He looks all right, actually. And Voluntari. £2.5 million release clause. 13th in the league, 17th in the league for headers won. 33rd for blocks in the Super League. So that's the top division, isn't it? Right. Where'd they finish? Voluntari. They didn't go down, so okay. No need for alterations. You're winning it all. That's how it works. Get promoted, easy win. Next league without changes. Yeah, it does feel like that. And that's like there's a horrible inevitability about it, which some people love. Some people love. Not me. I'm a bit. You know what I'm like. I'm a bit like, oh no, oh, I'd rather struggle and not enjoy myself. Areas there, see for clearances. That's good. Stanchescu, where's he turn up? Mason Holgate. Interesting. Shots blocked. He throws himself in front of things. £2 million buyout clause. Right. I'm not going to pay $2 million. Let's see what we can get him at. Yeah. There's enough things there that I like. I like the fact he just throws himself in front of things. That's good. Janchu, 2.3 million. He's on the shortlist already. That's fine. Josef Polyak. Polish? Romanian. Available for loan. Well, let's have a little nosy around, shall we? Has he got no pace though? Acceleration of 9. 5'5". What am I doing? What am I doing, everyone? 5'5". Those people who know me know that I don't know what 5'5" looks like. I've signed a child apparently. Trinket again, someone that we like. Stanev. Kosmin, Stana. They want more money than. I have to pay big for him in the midfield. To be fair, one of the realisms of some of the saves don't necessarily ring true to me. Certain things seem too easy to do with teams in too quick of a time. I can understand it though. No one would take teams through the leagues if they didn't compensate for you as a game. I mean, I get that. There's a lot of. The thing is, there's a lot of stuff that I find difficult with FM in that they want it to be a realistic simulation of football, yet they want to make it so that everyone can win. So there's like 2 different games at play here, isn't there? Like, if it's a realistic simulation of football, then nobody wins. Like, unless you're Liverpool, Man City, Real Madrid, and that's boring for a lot of people. Or unless you've got Wrexham, you know, Birmingham City, for example. Like, you get loads and loads of money. But yeah, I guess that people wouldn't want to play a game like that if they knew you weren't going to win. But for me, that would be realistic, yeah? You can't have a realistic simulation of football if you take a non-league team to the Premier League in 10 seasons. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, even the idea of winning the Champions League with a non-league team at any point is ridiculous. Like, it's beyond ridiculous at that point. So, but you've then got to sort of like sacrifice the sense of reality to make it into a game. So, where do you draw the line? The irony is, the amount of trophies I win, I'd happily play a game where you don't win anything at all, because it would make no difference to me. This is Romania. It is indeed K Skinsider. K Skinsider? Yeah. Right, let's. I do feel like I want to just mix things up a smidge though, because it just gets a bit boring. It feels really silly to say. It gets a bit boring winning all the time. Yeah. But then again, we'd have to try, don't we? He says having just won a trophy. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not like I win lots of trophies. You know, I'm allowed to celebrate the one I get. Also, as well, we played out the FM show tournament the other day, and that was frustrating to say the least, wasn't it? Yeah, you need to celebrate the wins because they shouldn't come all the time. I'm going to be really upset. I'm really upset if we do go straight up and win the Romanian League One title, because it's like, damn it, Journeyman says broken then. Because once you win the league, it's like, well, I feel like we have to manage in the Champions League. That's a soft penalty. I feel like we should be in like sort of second division of Sweden or something now. Biscagno, bottom corner. But I quite like this team though. It might be like a 40-year journeyman where we do well here and then leave somewhere else and end up in Nepal or something. Biscagno again. Oh, good save. Zadamski. Games were tight. They were very tight. Oh, also as well, anyone who has been watching the Pro Wrestling Sim streams, I've now started a spreadsheet to work out my storylines and work out who's meant to be doing what and where and when and what my long-term plans are, because I think working it out on the fly is interesting, but I think I need a bit more of a plan. So I'm going to try and start plotting things around, working out who's going where. A few of the roster have surprised me with how popular they are. So looking at you, Rugio, with your 100% reaction at one of your last matches, so seems the fans are speaking. Yeah. So we do that on a Sunday, by the way. We've also got it on the TJ Gaming channel. But you know what, Dan? I think you've made a good point. Maybe we do change the TJFM to TJ Gaming as the Twitch and TikTok. Could work, couldn't it? Oh, Biscagno, because then I could keep TJFM on YouTube, wouldn't it? That would still be fine. How is his own Football Manager thing? Because YouTube is very, very particular, and FM fans are very, very particular about stuff. That's what I've noticed as well. What do we reckon then about the other stuff that we've played so far? So we played Memoriopolis, Memoriopolis, Polis, or whatever however it's pronounced. Karstoshia. We need to try and hold on to him, I reckon. So we've played Memoriopolis, we've played Minecraft, we've played TCG Card Shop Simulator, we've played Pro Wrestling Sim. Like, are we enjoying those things? Do they work? Is there anything that you're not... Oh, we've had City Skylines, of course, as well. Is there anything you're not buying into? Is there anything... that was fine for like one or two, but not really my vibe. Because again, I've obviously got to look at what works as content. As content as well. Oh, great finish by Adamski. Because as much fun as TCG Card Simulator is... I don't know, like maybe that is the content game. I feel as though that's maybe more of a sort of like I can do a... Well, I wonder whether I can do a YouTube video of it because it's quite samey, isn't it? You know, you get the sort of the audience reaction of the draw packs and stuff. Andy Puffer, Command and Conquer Red Alert, playthrough of Soviet and Alliance campaigns on hard would be good stream content. I mean, there's a lot to unpack there, isn't there, Andy? I was with you at Red Alert for a start. but play through them on hard. I mean, oof. You're asking me to really dig into some core memories there. But yes, that would be good. I do love a classic game. I'm a big fan of Red Alert as well. It's an awesome game. Great finish from Biscagno. I know, Dan. Hard difficulty level for me. Like, did you not see me on Memiropolis with the tutorial struggling? I love the fact the developer was in for that, by the way. That was so good. And like all you are like, sorry for what he's about to do. It's just like this collective like disbelief in my abilities to do anything. And it's like, oh, I hope you enjoy the game, and you're all like, he's gonna ruin it. Like, just don't judge the game on what he's done with it. Yeah, please hold hands. I think it is that, isn't it? Yeah, we're learning together. We are learning together. Slowly but surely. It's that Michael Scott meme, innit? I'm like, why don't you explain this to me like I'm 5? Yeah. We're not just holding my hands to help you play games, but in life also. Metaphorically crossing the road. Magic George, Mafty, Magic George, great cross, Karstoshia, back post. Oh, come on, this team's going to win the league. Definitely. Calling it now. I mean, I might be wrong. Right, all echoes are gone as well, still, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, Coupe. We didn't even work out where that goal's coming from. Disallowed. Hydration from Dan. Good shout. 6-1, that'll do. That's a decent enough performance, isn't it? Okay, so they're not really budging on the thing for Stanners at the minute. What's our schedule looking like? When do our league campaigns start? We don't know. I tell you what, let's add some other leagues as well. I'm gonna add some silly ones, right? Like the MLS, for example. And let's maybe add the Norwegian First Division. How much fun is the Norwegian First Division? Sweden? Has this league got a mad winter break like Bulgaria? No, it didn't seem to have when we were in before. We're in June. Now let's have a look at the schedule. Right, let's add the US in there. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. November to February. That was quite a lean spell of the stream. That. Andrea Chindris, 30-year-old. Yeah, we don't really want him, do we? Karstoshia still potentially leaving. I mean, that's going to be a concern if he does go. What other leagues do we put in? I don't really want to put... I'm not putting Argentina in there. Norway is still pretty fun. It is still pretty fun. And is Norwegian first division good fun? Or is it just the Norwegian top division? Hang on, let me quickly pull up the see who's in League One. All right, so right. So in real life, okay, in real life, teams in the second division: Lillestrøm, Start, Odds Battle Club, Stakebake. Obviously in this game, there are still some fun first division teams. Let's see then. We can always take it off, right? So let's put the first division of Sweden and the first division of Norway in. Because Norway is always fun. Okay. Do we maybe take Finland out? We're unlikely to go back to Finland, aren't we? Unless we take over like HJK or something. Let's Babacar Diallo. I mean, this is going to be any player from Generation 4 is going to look ridiculous in this league, isn't it? Abrahamatov and Uzbekistani. Let's see. $4,000. Oof, I mean, he's good, but I'm not paying that kind of money just yet. Okay, so we've got a bid in for Stana, which has been accepted. So that's interesting. But he's not interested, right? Fair enough. Understandable. Cosman Stana doesn't fancy it. I mean, he looks great, doesn't he? 21 years old, plenty of room for him to grow. And let's try and go all out on Stanislescu then. Josef Polyak. I mean, they're saying he's worthy of a loan in. 5'5", a winger. We haven't got any wide players. He's not pacey, but comes deep to get the ball. Good at passing, good first touch, good decision making, good work rate. Can play inside as well. Oh, do you know what? I think he might be worth a shout. He could be interesting. I'm happy to go with interesting at this point. Okay, game in on loan, that's good. Dinamo Bucharest, 2.5 million for Kostosia. My client is expecting the offer to be accepted. Oh no. Oh, we knew this day would come. Go on then. I hate it. I hate it. But that's how we've got to play the game, isn't it? Talking about realism there. The big striker goes. The big eggs want it as well. So we've now got to go find another striker. Well, who would we bring in? I do like the fact as well, I've just said that's how we play the game. There's only me here. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunate reality of only getting promoted. Yeah. I mean, look, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like, 2.5 million, you'll go and sit on the bench, barely play. Yeah, that's the way the FM works as well. Because if we don't sell him now, he's only going to kick off. So we might as well just cash in. Plus, it means that we can spend on this centre back. We do need a striker desperately now, though. Ibrahim Musa. Salim Fagolawal. Jose Luis. Six 6'5", Brazilian Adriano Pace. Let's get him in. Get him on trial. Okay, no free transfers at the minute. Apparently, you had me at 6'5". Yeah, exactly. Even if his attributes are horrific, he's coming in, surely. Rejected? What? Right, ask about availability. He's not interested in us. I mean, he must be, surely. It's 100 quid, right? Let's just go for it. McGrath, I mean, they're not. That's not as good. He wants. Needs to be 2.5 million, doesn't it? All right, undo. What was that? 1.7. So. Plus 3 installments of that. What does that go down to? Yeah, we need another 500,000 out of them, don't we? Let's say, yes, Liv, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I mean, do we play him in the hope that he gets injured? Raphael, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Very kind. I mean, it is a bit horrible to hope that the lad gets injured so that we can't sell him, but But that's the world we're in, right? And I'm okay with that, if you lot are. Are we okay? We're all cool? We're all cool? What decision we have to make? I mean, yeah. Okay. Ethically, it's not brilliant, but we're all thinking it, right? We're all thinking it. I'm very good, thank you, Raphael. Very good. How are you? Hope you're well. What's more impressive? 2 quadruples 5 years apart, or back-to-back trebles and the second treble was invincible? They're very good questions. I think yes. Yes is the answer. 2 quadruples 5 years apart. What happened in those other years? Or back-to-back trebles and the second treble is invincible. Yeah, that's quite impressive. 2 quadruples was just switch Liverpool save, and the back-to-back trebles with Atletico. Oh, in that case, yeah, Atletico. Yeah. Yeah, it's more impressive doing something with Atletico than it is with Liverpool on the game, surely. Are we in pre-season? Yes, technically we are, Raphael. Yeah, we won the Romanian second division title, lost the Romanian Cup final to Steaua Bucharest. We're now in pre-season, waiting for season 7 of our save to start. Adamski touched in by the big egg. So yeah, we'll watch these pre-season games, and then we'll log off at about midnight, just which is kind of our average time really for streaming. We'll be back on it tomorrow, so we get a bit more Football Manager tomorrow night. 2 nights in a row, Football Manager. Bloody hell! What is this? 2024. Yeah, and then we'll also do Friday. Friday will be FM as well. I'm making promises now. Are we streaming Friday? I think we are, yeah. Thursday, of course, is podcast. And then Sunday, Pro Wrestling Sim. I'm not making promises about Saturday at this point. Because that's going to be left up to how I feel at the minute. Because there's a lot going on in TJ World. So, which sounds like a rubbish theme park. And it would be a rubbish theme park. I wouldn't go. None of the rides will work. The owner will be grumpy all the time. Don't burn myself out. I'm trying not to, Dan, but it's like I'm using it to distract me from a few things, and I'm using it as a escapism. So but yes, there is I was gonna say, am I aware of my capacity? I mean, I'm not, am I? Let's be honest. We know I'm not. But when the hyper focus kicks in, it's like, right, let's do lots of this then. That's my new obsession now. Yeah, we'll get the obsession back. Just TJ head pats. Thank you very much. I know what I'm like. That's the thing. You know, I know what I'm like, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'll let you lot decide. It makes me who I am. Big Egg. Big Egg's put it wide. How's he done that? Unbelievable. There you go, there's another one. Season 3 of Atletico was going to be so good too. Lost my front three, two of my front three, and all my midfielders wanted to move on. Honestly, I've been there. I've been there in that sort of save. That is when you got to like dig down. That's when that's when FM's fun. When you get that frustration of going like, there's no players I need or want at this moment in time, but I know I've got to replace them. It's like, who do I get in? Who do I bring in? That's why the pen and paper comes out. Oh, what a strike that is. Adamski again. Front three was Jeremy, Pino, Amadorian and Kavasha. And you got Vlahovic. Nice. Over the top. Right, just keep doing what you're doing, boys. Keep doing what you're doing. I will change the formation slightly. Let's see if we can do something other than this Brazilian box, shall we? Pascano, lovely ball. Mafde over the top from the big egg. Right, Eggerson scored twice. Adamski scored twice. Oh, pick that one out. That's a great hit. Look at this. Wait for the ball to drop down. Oof. Have a bit of that. Right, there's Coupe. Down the line. Danaleska. Oh, giving it away. Obviously, the big problem now is that we've got to replace our strikers. I say strikers. Kostosia definitely, probably the big egg as well. There's Kostosia. He's missed. What's my most memorable team? Do you know what? I've had a few, to be honest. My Peterborough save in FM 23. FM 23, that was class. Oh, it was FM 22, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that. My Peterborough save was really, really good fun. My Crystal Palace save in FM 23 was class as well. My Crystal Palace team in my British Steel Challenge. I had some brilliant players. Palace, Celtic and Leeds for the wrong reasons in FM 23. Yeah, that Celtic team was ridiculous, weren't they? And Leeds was fun. Leeds was fun, but the chairman, selling players and not giving me all the money. Yeah, disgusting. Disgusting. But yeah, that Palace side. Oh, honestly. I still have thoughts about that Palace side. Just being like, it was just so good. It was just so good. It was probably unfair as to how good it was. It shouldn't have been that good. But we had like the best new gens. Celtic side was incredible, wasn't it? They just going in and smashing Barcelona and be like, what do we do now? What do we do now? I was hating your voice about the chairman. Honestly, it was ridiculous. We would sell players for a lot of money and then we were like, all right, fine, this is part of what happens. But then they'd just be like, yeah, you're not getting any money. We're like, what? How do we replace them? And all these players were like super expensive. It was just how we did what we did. I've got no idea. And obviously, Larissa's got to be on the list of teams that we loved as well. You know, you can't build a nation and not fall in love with a team like Larissa that eventually sack you on the dawn of a Europa Cup final. I mean, there is that. Oh yeah, there was that, wasn't there? Yeah. Yeah, we don't like the Larissa board. Yeah. Most ever spent on a player was 300 million. Oh, jeez. I think I might have spent that as a team once. I've maybe spent that collectively on an entire save in some saves. Magic George. Yeah, I very rarely spend big money. Like, it's a bit of a sort of like nice a bit of awareness there to get that one in. Yes, Chris, absolutely. Yeah. We can joke at that goal. That's a bit of all like head tennis, isn't it? A bit of ping ponging. Yeah, 300 million quid. Oof. Oh, Kellic, what are you doing? But I guess, you know, this is because I tend not to get towards the top divisions, and even when I do, I'm like, there must be a better way of doing this than always buying the top players. Surely, there's got to be a bargain to be had somewhere. Which Mrs. J would say is very unlike me in real life. She'd be like, you just tend to see something you like and you'll just go and pay for it, regardless of whether there's a cheaper alternative, or even buying the same thing cheaper somewhere else. I'll just not do it. Biscagno makes that 8. I would 2-8 to be them right now. Best save was Julian Alvarez and Olivier Giroud. Oof. Yeah, that's going to work, innit? $15 million for Alvarez. That is good. Especially while Giroud's already there, so you've not had to pay for Giroud, but you pay any amount of money for Giroud. Okay, 8-2, that's fine. That's not bad. Although we're counting the days now until Castocia leaves. Then what do we do? What a handsome man he is. Yeah, like too good. Too handsome, isn't it, Zeep? Borderline illegal how handsome he is. Zeep, I don't know if you saw as well, by the way. I don't know if you were in the stream earlier. But all right, okay. Gheorge Hagi has just accepted the Krumavard offer, 2.8 million. Fine. I went and treated myself to the Portland Timbers jersey this week, and it turned up from Sports Direct. Because Mike Ashley's not that bad, really. And it turns out that I've bought the fan shirt and not the authentic shirt, so it hasn't got the matching cuffs on the sleeves, and it hasn't got the different material. So yeah, so it's going back. Sad. It's still lovely, but it's going back. Yeah, and I'm just gonna have to go and buy the proper thing. This is literally my point right now is, and therefore I will have to go and buy the more expensive one. Yeah. So David Mafte is off to Stoya Bucharest on a free. Again, but we can't really stop these players moving. Biscagno out for 2 months. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Medi Mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. An ambitious personality. Look how good he is, though. Stancescu isn't interested in talks either. Oh, this is where my initial cockiness, some would say, about being like, oh, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna walk the second division, the first division. Maybe not. Maybe not. Especially now nobody wants to join us. I'm sure someone will join eventually. The material the official one is lovely. I like it far more than I thought I was going to. Yeah, it's sort of like a waffle material, isn't it? Whereas this one's like just super clean and plain. And it looks lovely as well. The colour's so good. But when I opened it, I was just like, oh, I can't believe I've done that. Like, do you know what I mean? Just when you know yourself, you're like, oh, I've rushed here, haven't I? Izahuka Azare. Determination 4-8. Flair's good. Finishing's good. Lots of goals for the Accra Lions. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, so I've got, well, I had a decision to make, but I think I've made the decision. I think it's going to have to go. I think. Sadly. Teo Sal, what's funny is that in real life, Farrell promotes kids from the academy or washed players and sells them and gets them back and then sells them again. They sold a player 3 times and now he's back. Madness. Well, I mean, look, I mean, we will have good players coming through the yeah. So yeah, we'll have to use our youth. I mean, obviously, Kostosha is going to be one of those ones that has come through the youth. So end up getting the one from the Ukraine in the end. Trying to track down the prop Miami one was ridiculous. Oh, the price of them are stupid, aren't they? Yeah, the Kansas one as well. I'm like, oh, I should really have tried to buy that when it was out. But again, even like classic football shirts are like selling them off for like stupid money now. So it's gonna be 65 quid for the Portland one, which is fine, really, when you sort of like think about the cost of shirts these days. I mean, it's not fine, obviously, with the cost of shirts these days, but it's equivalent. So yeah, fair enough. And you know what? It's that, or like it's 40 quid for the fan shirt. I'm like, for the sake of the extra 25 quid, I might as well get the proper one. And because I could just keep it and be like, oh yeah, that'll be fine. But I know what I'm like. I'll be sitting there going, it's not the one I want, is it? And I'll be like trying to feel for like the cuffs, and it's not there. I bought all 5 at stupid money. I know you have. But they all look class though, don't they? It's £100 for a Stoya shirt. Yeah, I think in the UK, I think the average shirt now is 80 quid. £100 for Stoyas, ridiculous. Yeah, well, we lost in the Romanian Cup final to Stoya as well, Theo. So you'll be pleased for that, I think. Yeah, they beat us 3-0, sadly. Battered us. Nike gives us all the kits for free and other stuff, so they set the price of the shirt. Yeah, I mean, Nike prices again. The thing is, well, you just get a template kit as well. That's the worst thing with Nike, isn't it? You're not getting like a proper bespoke kit like you probably would do that with someone like Hummel, for example. I know the Hummel deal is pretty good, especially for Sunderland. They've got a really good deal with Hummel. He says wearing a Hummel odds Balcom shirt as well. But yeah, it's all like when you look at the template kits, they all just look crap. Shamrock Rovers jersey, €75. Oof. I mean, even York City, like, again, they're Hummel, and their kids' shirts. I think the kids' home shirts been reduced to £30. I'm like, reduced? Like, you're gonna get rid of it next season, clearly, and it's like £22, I think, for the away shirt. But I was like, I would have bought the kids one, but they were just like, oh yeah, I'm not fussed. I was like, yeah, not for £30. I'm glad you're not fussed. But the Sunderland ones are reduced, so I might get them one of them as well. Youngest Jameson's already got the away one, but they're both like the third one, which is the blue one with the sort of the mining wheel on it. So might get them. Coupe with a finish. Not a fan of the sponsor on it. It's just text. Yeah, I mean sponsors again. I don't like the sponsor on the Sunderland kit. It's betting in it, so. Definitely takes away from the shirts this year. Adamski, Karstoshia, Big Egg. Oof. Polyak had a go there. Nods over the top. I mean, 3-0 again. It's another decent result, isn't it? In pre-season, presumably we haven't exactly played anybody particularly decent, so results are one of those things where you just sort of go, yeah, take it as with a pinch of salt. It's more about match fitness and match sharpness and trying to get the goalkeeper happy. Penalty, apparently. Also, as well, we just want to make sure that the referee can give penalties. It's still affordable in the UK, but £100 in Romania gets you 10 tickets for home games. £100 gets you 10 tickets for home games. £100 gets you 3 tickets in the UK. That's if you're lucky, and that's some matches, some leagues you obviously won't get that. Kayvan, welcome in. On YouTube, on TikTok. Sorry, how are you? Nice to see you. £100 gets you a pint in London. It's definitely a pint in Norway. Oh, giving the ball away. It's going to be a goal in it. Oh, great save. Great save. Should have been. See what, Dublin's not much cheaper than £100 either, so. Blocked, cleared away. Karstoshia gives it away, actually. Balia, a lot of Rockies in. Oh, that's fine. That'll do. 3-1? 3-2. Whatever the final score was. 3-0. Well, this sets us up nicely for tomorrow then, doesn't it? Because tomorrow we obviously can start the season off properly. So no more than 4 non-EU players. The squad must have 6 players trained by a club in Romania. It was 10 in League 2. Okay, good. Must be at least one under 21 in the starting 11. Okay, that's fine. National is 1. Right, so we've only got 2 players who are non-EU at the moment. So we've got a little bit of movement on that, to be honest. There's a hotel bar beside the Shamrock, €7 a pint. Screwing a captive audience with that price. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of money, isn't it? It's a lot of money. Oh, again, can we get him back again? Careful, yes, please. Oh, Kabongo's not going to come, sadly. Or maybe, let's try him again. Capra's not going to get there. To be fair, it's a club strategy. League games are cheap. You pay even double, triple for European games. That makes sense. Yeah. We've got tiered pricing over here as well and things like that. So I can understand it. Again, that would be. I think that would make sense. I think keep the league prices down, but clubs obviously argue that it's all about match day revenue and stuff. So anyone who's under 23, under 22 doesn't have to be registered, right? Players 21 or under don't have to be registered. Right. Okay. Confirm. Players unregistered. Players who probably aren't going to be there. That's fine. Adriano Pace. Okay. Adriano Pace is coming on loan. 6'5" from Brazil. We don't know how good he is. We know nothing about him. Let's click accept. What do we think? Is he going to be any good? Is he going to be a horror show? Fingers crossed. Blind punt. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. 16 for finishing. 15 for flair. 14 for first touch. Jumping reach 14. Acceleration 10. Technique 16. I'll take it. I'll take it. For a blind punt, that will do. He is not as pacey as you would think, given the fact he's called Adriano Pace. If he was called Adriano Jump, that would be brilliant. Has he got pace? 6'5". 6'5", Sam Maggio. You can't teach that. Yeah. Blind punting. Right. Do you know what? We're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose a striker. We'll get him up there. Flair and technique. He's Brazilian. He'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine. Yeah. That man is going to Neymar the league. We can only hope. We can only hope. I love the way that they're complaining about the fact that he's not in the squad. Yeah, I don't think he's actually. His I think his loan ends. When does his loan finish? His loan finishes like tomorrow, so that's why he's not in the squad. Can't believe you've not registered for the league. He's leaving, that's why. Interesting strategy. Yeah. How are you anyway? I hope you're good. Hope life is treating you well. I'm not selling Lascelles yet. He's staying. You mean to be injured all the time and disappear to Brazil for half the year like Neymar? That's exactly it. Do you think you've got too many players up front? Well, no, because one's leaving, isn't it? How do you deal with the inevitable competition for playing time? They're going to get the best out of each other. Will you be able to fit Adriano's paces role into your tactics? Yes, he's 6'5". Like, he will be fine. I saw some good Scott McTominay news today. I've seen you've text through. I haven't had a chance to read it yet because I'm on the stream, but I will have a nosy at it. But yeah, for those people who haven't seen the network save on Patreon, myself and Sai and Aaron actually to an extent, all back and forth over Scott McTominay, and a spoiler for tomorrow, it takes a turn. Ooh, it takes a turn. Right, Adamski's out of contract. Do we try and keep Adamski? Turda Rafaela. Do we need a third backup goalkeeper? We probably do, I suppose. He's Romanian, isn't he? Mijalovic. Set for release. Gone. Ilincia has played very well where he's been. Has he been second in the second team? Look, fine. Let's emergency backup. Right, release. Luca Gall. I don't even need to see you, do we? You can go as well. Okay, other players have left. I think we keep Adamski, 31 years old. Wants to be appointed vice captain. I mean, there's a bit of a concern because you've got 9 for leadership. What's he on now? 1-6. What's he currently got? 1-3. I mean, he's played well. I have a 1 year, right? But have an option to extend if we avoid the final. He wants 2-3. Nah, no chance. I would rather shoot myself in the foot than agree to £2,000 for a 31-year-old. I've just got to pay £4,000 for a left back. Oh dear. Right, Kabongo's not coming in. Maybe we look back at Wolfsburg then to see what they have got. What have Wolfsburg got? Because we have a link up with them, believe it or not. The only striker is the one that we've got. Excellent. Cool. Yannick Militz, they let us have him, but then we didn't play him, so they're not going to want to let us have him back again. But yeah, fair enough. At least we're getting Keffel back. That's good. Because I suppose then if we do lose Adamski, then Keffel can jump back in. Yes, he is back in. Is he? Oh no, he's gone back. He might come back in. Right. £2 million for Custodia. Not good enough. 2.5 million at least. That's what we need to be looking at for him. Okay, I don't make the rules. I mean, I do make the rules. Right, clubs release players. Is there anybody there that we like? Can't see the key position there, which is striker. Okay, so we're still happy, still very, very happy about our managerial career. Balotelli's trying to sign our players. This is what I was mentioning, Si, before, as I said as well on the Patreon. This is Mario Balotelli, football manager. Mario Balotelli, football manager. Is this going to be a thing we see in real life in the future? I find it hard to believe. But there he is, yeah. Just as you would in 2028 in Romania, Mario Balotelli is in charge of a football team. I don't think it's the weirdest thing that's ever happened involving him. But it still feels weird. That's probably the maddest thing in this save universe. For now. Do you have anything to say about Mario Balotelli? I've got lots of things to say about Mario Balotelli, but not otherwise. He might just come and, like, you know, kill me fish or something. Custodia has turned down the chance to move. Yes. So I've got a Brazilian striker in, and I've kept Custodia. Even Willie Boff, welcome. Appreciate the raid. Very kind, very kind. How was your stream, buddy? YOLO Cap Swag says, just bought FM24, probably want to start managing in Serie C. I found the 24 to 25 download content. I'm afraid it won't be balanced. Do you have any experience with it? In what sense? In what sense? What do you mean it won't be balanced? Yeah, I hope you're well, Willie. Nice to see you, buddy. They could do weird things in my save video. Yeah, could do. Although, to be honest, Si, I think I've got to be honest. I'm not going to make Football Manager YouTube videos, am I? It's not really my bag. I've asked as well about whether the chat still like everything we've been doing. So, mostly the strength of the promoted and relegated teams. I don't know if that necessarily makes too much of a difference. DLC, downloadable content, Dan. Right, I think we should probably start to look to give the captaincy to players who are actually playing. It's a weird way of doing it, isn't it? Tell you what, is Kremenliev going to stay? I think he might. If we give him the captain's armband, he'll definitely stay as well. Let the mods you can get. Yes, yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. Is Peter Kiewit going to stay? Fringe player. Command the F star player, but he is wanted. You know what? Let's just keep it as it is because I don't really know whether. I don't know whether he's going to end up getting sold or not. Mafte has rejected a move to Stoya. Okay, that's working out quite handy for us then. If players don't particularly want to be leaving. Adriano Pace has got to have like number 90 or something, hasn't he? 99. Love to see the players rejected moves. Nice bit of loyalty. Yeah. It also means that something batshit is going to happen further down the line. So, I like that it keeps me on my toes a little bit. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you know what? I think we've played a bit of a blinder tonight then. So, having looked at it, we've now got Kastoshia stays, which is like a huge thing for him to stay because we can't replace his goals that easily. He stays. We've also brought in Adriano Pace on loan, who might end up being a bit of a worldie. Absolute unknown quantity. He's 6'5", so in the event that the big egg leaves, he's 6'4". We've got another big striker. We're gonna lose Adamski. He's going to HJK Helsinki. Wow, interesting. He's now out of contract, so if he goes, we can drop the big egg back into midfield, make him the engage, put Pace up top, or we bring one of the other multiple players that can play that position. Obviously, Biscagno, sorry. Keffel might come back on loan, but Kremenliev can come back in at right back. Mafte's decided he's going to stay, so that's good. So let's give him a new deal. Perfect. We can register him as well. We've got a new goalkeeper. That's great. We haven't really had a defensive mid, which is maybe something we could do. And we still haven't managed to add a centre-back yet, which would be really handy. So, yeah. Let's see what we can do. Polyak's come in as well, who looks quite interesting. And when does the season start? The season starts 9th of July. Oh. When's the... Oh, you know what? Let's play the first league game, right? I wasn't going to. I was going to go to bed, but... Let's play the first league game, just so I can see where we are in terms of like first match in the new division, because I think we need a centre back and I think we might need a bit of extra strength in defensive mid. I would have said striker, but obviously we've now got a striker and kept a striker, which of course is probably more vital. So that makes things a bit more interesting as well. A loan for Ali Kokosh, that's fine. You can go and do that, not a problem. Backup goalkeeper commits. Coupe's committed, good. Bold move here. They're going to be going to bed proud of the new signings or cursing them. Well, this is the thing, Zeep, because we're back on tomorrow. We're back on tomorrow doing FM. So maybe we do need to be working out whether we're in the right position. Get my brain going again with FM. Because it's mainly anger, isn't it? That's the overriding emotion we have with this game. Basilieja wants to go on loan, does he? He may become unsettled if he's not allowed to speak to them. I'm not happy about that. But again, it's one of those things, isn't it? Little Catalan the bastard. He's training well. He's showing up. He's doing his thing. But I guess he's going to lose his place to Magic George, isn't he? The Cabani, right? Yeah, you can go out. That's fine. Careful requests transfer. Did we not? Oh, we didn't get it locked down, right? There you go. Loan. Oh, he's going to go to Nuremberg. I thought we were getting Keffel back straight away. Okay, things not quite as straightforward as I was hoping for. Unless we move quickly. Right, where's the expectation, by the way, for... I should have done that, shouldn't I? Our expectation for the season. We didn't do the end of season save either. Oh. Whoops. We normally do the save file. I've completely forgotten. Right, now. Right. This is the thing, this is how long it's been since I played FM. I've been like, oh yeah, we'll just do X, Y, and Z. Completely forgot. Because we pop the save file in for people, don't we? You can all play along. Okay. So, season preview. Not bottom, apparently. Finishing 10th out of 16. I'll take that. As long as we avoid relegation, I'll be happy. Who are playing Selenbar? They are expected to finish bottom, right? So this will definitely give us an idea as to where we are. Oh, Wolfsburg have accepted the deal for Nuremberg. Keffel's not coming back. Sorry, everyone. But it's fine, because you know what? Again, it shouldn't be that simple to bring players back. Polyak. Does Polyak go there or no? Picari maybe. Chelik goes in at left back. Scagno's out for 8 weeks. Okay, fine. Let's go then. First match of the season, up against a team who are expected to finish bottom. So let's see what we can do, shall we? Fingers crossed for a good performance. And then after this, we'll raid out after this match. Right, let's have it. I'm going for a 2-1 win. That's my hope. Yeah. Or 0-0 might be the other might be the other option as well. So, oh, hang on, throw into them. Oh, great ball. Did say to regroup rather than to chase down, so maybe I might do that. Change that to regroup rather than press, but I do like pressing the ball, so we'll see. It's not quite gegging, is it? So, but forced turnovers and stuff, that's what we like to do. And we've had 4 shots, only 1 shot on target in the whole game from either team at the minute. Adamski's corner in, heads over the top. Again, we're quite fortunate that Adamski's playing on with no contract, so don't tell anybody. Right, there you go then. 0-0. They're not happy. They're not happy that I've said you're doing well. Good. It's going to be one of those seasons. Fantastic. Right, I think Adamski's coming off, and I think Adriano Pace is coming on. Okay. The big egg's dropping back. Make an advanced playmaker, actually, yeah. Right, let's go back to pressing as well, actually. See if we can speed things up a bit. What can Adriano Pace do? If this is going to play out as a boring 0-0, it's going to be like, oh, great. That's what we stayed up for, is it? We stayed up for that? It's going to finish 0-0 by the looks of it. Yeah, it's literally going to be a drab nothing fest. 0-0. There you go. That's what we stayed up for. So, worth it? Absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. We think. Never mind. Was what it was, wasn't it? We haven't got beaten. That's the main thing. Yeah, boring but solid. Yeah, which, to be fair, you'll take that, won't you? It's an away game as well. As you say, it's a point. It's away from home. Newly promoted side. We're a newly promoted side. Yeah, we're not bottom of the league after one game, so that is perfect. So, I think, therefore, that'll be fine. Right, let's leave it there then. We'll be back in tomorrow for, basically for the onslaught into the Romanian league. So, yeah. Hope you all enjoyed it. That's been fun. Let's go and drop a raid on, shall we? Go and see Zero Phobos, because I think that they're currently managing HIFK. We remember HIFK. We're familiar with their work. Right, pleasure as always, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Grateful for you all. See you all tomorrow. All the best. Bye now.